Welcome back, subscribers, and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion, this is really not a planned stop at all. I was just riding my motorbike and the call of nature came and I had to pull over somewhere, and it was at this location that I stumbled into two bridges that were side by side. One, obviously, it appeared to me over 100 years old, and the other one obviously a lot newer, and this disused railway track. So after the call of nature was completed, I wandered down, and as you can see, this goes to a dead end, this railway line. But the bridge was extremely fascinating to me, just the structure of it. And as I get the drone a lot closer to it, you'll see that gravity plays a big part in how this is being built. So basically, you've got these pillars here, then you've got the cross members with the timber, and then you've got the steel sort of framework, and it just sits on top. It's got, what, 4 bolts at each pillar that keep the cross beams together, and that looks like about it. So it all just sits there under its own weight. It's obviously disused, and it looks like one of those bridges that you'd expect back in the day for, no, I wouldn't say vehicles, but I'd say definitely pedestrians, maybe horse-drawn carts, and maybe some older cars. And I'm assuming that back in the day they were a lot lighter than what we've got today. It was fascinating to look at. It was just by chance I stopped here. And the other bridge is of more of a concrete sort of structure. It is owned by Victrac, and this particular bridge is owned by the Shire. So the Shire sort of look out for it and maintain it, or do whatever they do to it. If there's any issues, it's the Shire that's sort of the authority over this bridge. And the other one, which we'll see a little bit later, is owned by Victrac, which is part of the railway system. And I can only surmise that the track that we're on now and under this old bridge is the old track, because you can tell by the rails there's a lot of rust on them, and obviously it goes to a dead end, so there's no way any trains go on it. And then when they were building the fast trains and the fast railway to, I believe it's Ballarat, this line is on, they constructed a new tunnel, I guess, an overpass for vehicles, and it's owned by Victrac. As mentioned, I tried to find some information on the State Library of Victoria website, but there was nothing. And the only reason I know it's owned by Victrac, the new one, which we'll see shortly, is there's a plaque there that says so, and that's the only thing I could find. You'll also get to see a couple of the regional trains zoom past, and I have slow-mode that because they really go quite quick. I was surprised that they just zoom that fast, because normally you sort of, well, I've only noticed trains coming in and out of stations or at railway crossings where they do slow down. On this occasion, because it's an underpass for the train, it really moves along, but I've slow-mode it, so those train fans out there can maybe spot a number or something. Yeah, it's actually a really good place if you're a train spotter to come, and it's also a nice secluded area if you then the call of nature comes your way when you're on a motorbike and you've got to go somewhere. So anyway, without further ado, let's check out these two bridges. One's called the Gascards Lane Bridge, and the other one's called the Portland Flat Bridge, and that's the one that's owned by Victrac. So here we are nearing the end of this presentation. I wasn't really sure whether or not I should put it to air, but I thought, well, why not? I'm sure there's some people that enjoy looking at some of the old bridges that were once in use back in the day, and also the modern ones, I guess. I know there's a big following of people who are into trains, especially the Public Transport of Victoria network and system that they have. And this was just one location that I thought was quite fascinating. If you liked it, give us that thumbs up. Please subscribe. Subscribing doesn't cost you 1 cent. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.